Hey guys, welcome to JayWalk Media. This is Matt Miller, and watch what happens when Donald Trump walks into a Vietnamese restaurant. The mainstream media does not want you to see this clip. But before we jump in, I'm going to ask you guys to please leave a like in the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for your support. Now let's jump into the video.
You know, somehow, I don't know what it is, you'll have to explain it, but the Vietnamese community loves me and I love them. You know? It's been very special. In Florida, we go down, we have large groups of people, always dressed perfectly with the red and the silver. And I said, you're the most beautiful dressers I've ever seen. But it's a great honor to be with you, and congratulations on your success. Tremendously successful woman, right? So congratulations, and it's really an honor to be with you. Thank you. And we're going to be with this man. This is a great gentleman. I love his name, Hung Cao. I love that name. And that name alone should get you elected, right? Yes, sir. But more importantly, actually, he's tremendous. He's tremendous. He ran a great primary campaign. I endorsed him very early, and he did very well. And we think he's got a very good chance of winning for the Senate. And I really believe it. I hope your community gets out and really supports him like 100%, because you can win. You can win, definitely win. Yep. And we're looking to win the state, and I think we will win the state. We're looking at polls that are showing us with a lead in the state, which is traditionally not necessarily for Republicans, but I'm not the average Republican.
Exactly, sir.
And neither are you. And so, please, we'd like to say a few words.
Dạ, xin chào quý vị. Cảm ơn quý vị tới đây bữa nay không thì gọi hải diện để represent người Mỹ gốc Việt. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. I'm so honored to represent the Vietnamese American community. Next year is the 50th anniversary of Fall Saigon, and we'll have the first Vietnamese American U.S. Senator on the anniversary. So thank you for presenting.
What you just said is actually very important, the first, and you should be the first, and it's time that you had somebody. So I hope your community gets out there 100%. You have a big community here, and thank you very much. Real honor. Now I'm going to buy something. They're going to show me something. I'm going to buy something beautiful. I don't know what it is. Thank you all very much. Appreciate it. All right.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Oh, there they are. They're the important ones. They're the ones that make the food. I'll sign something.
President Trump, will you still participate in the ABC debate?
Never give up.
Say it.
Do you still plan to participate in the ABC debate?
Well, you know, I watched this weekend, and it's the worst of all networks. George Slobodanopoulos and all of the different people. And the worst. And they had this Jonathan Karl, who's a lightweight, and he was asking questions of Tom Cotton, who was fantastic, by the way. Only a total pro could have gotten through that interview. And I watched that group talk to Biden about vanilla ice cream, and then I watched the way they went after Tom Cotton, and Tom Cotton handled it like easy. And when I look at that, and I looked at, there was some other a blonde woman, I have no idea who she was. The level of hostility was incredible. And Reince was in there, but he was a little bit softer than he should be, to be honest with you. But when I looked at the hostility of that, I said, why am I doing it? Let's do it with another network. I want to do it. You know, I won because of debates. Ask Biden.
President Trump, yesterday JayWalk Media said he believed November will be a free and fair election. Do you believe that to be the case?
I think J.D. Vance is doing a fantastic job.
Yes.
People really dig it. They want strength. We have a lot of weakness. We have the weakest, worst politicians on the left I've never seen. They're giving our country away. We cannot let it happen. Thank you, Vietnam.
Do you believe
It never fails. When Donald Trump walks into a place, he just owns the room, no matter where it is, no matter who else is there. The guy is comfortable everywhere and anywhere. You know, we've done coverage of videos on this channel, just basically candid Donald Trump moments. Donald Trump moments where he's not really in his normal environments, like on stage or, being interviewed. We've done Trump going to a frat party, Trump going into a pizza place in Philadelphia, Trump going into a Cuban restaurant, and he just visits the people, and the people love him. He actually, first of all, he has the courage to go out into just normal American society and to meet with people of all different demographics. And you see the results. He's going into black neighborhoods, Hispanic neighborhoods, white neighborhoods, liberal neighborhoods. Like in the Bronx, he was down there in the Bronx and he pulled 20,000 people. In New York City, deep blue New York. This guy, and he turns up at a college campus and goes to a frat party. I thought young people were supposed to be woke and liberal and hate Trump. Not these guys, apparently. So he's just narrative breaking every time he does this, because the mainstream media wants you to think that Donald Trump is not only not mentally all there, but that he's universally disliked in polite society, and that the guy is hateful, that he doesn't get along with normal Americans, and that people hate him, especially from minority groups and non-white communities or non-Christian communities. But he's able to get the rock star treatment literally everywhere he goes. He goes to a black church. They love him. They sit down, they listen to what he has to say, and it resonates with them. So where is the media getting this from? I mean, I think I know it. They're getting it from their behinds. They're pulling it right out of their butts, basically, trying their hardest, like they have been for the last 8 years, to demonize Trump with everything that they got. They try to paint his border control policy, basically being strong on controlling the border, and they try to twist that into xenophobia. Oh, you don't like foreigners, you don't like immigrants, you don't like brown people. No, there's infinite number of good reasons for a nation to control its border. That has nothing to do with racism, that has nothing to do with hating immigrants, but they don't cover that. They want you to think that Donald Trump hates people, and he hates all these different groups of people, and he's only here to serve white Christian men, which could not be further from the truth. If you think that still, you got to get out of your CNN, MSNBC, ABC echo chamber and listen to Donald Trump's thousands of minority supporters, brave black voices, Hispanic voices, gay voices that are coming out and risking their own reputation to support Donald Trump and to further his message, the America First message. Really what this comes down to, and I know that so many people who watch this channel, they get it. They don't need to be told this, but just to make sure I put a period on it, the left and the mainstream media are working together to try to take down Donald Trump because he has an agenda that actually serves the American people. He's not propping up or promoting the agenda that the Uniparty and the bigwigs and the elitists in Washington, D.C., the people who have been perpetuating war, the people who are trying to basically corporatists that are trying to protect their interest. He's not serving their interest. So they're trying to mobilize everything they have, the media, Hollywood, everything, to activists, to take this guy down and make sure that somebody who is going to represent their interest becomes president of the United States. And we can't let that happen, right? We got to make sure that we have somebody in there, and right now it's Donald Trump, definitely. We have somebody in there who's actually interested in listening to the American people, serving their interests, solving our problems, who actually looks when so many millions of Americans say, my community is being ravaged by illegal migrants. Thousands of them, millions of them entering the United States every single year. And this is creating all kinds of socioeconomic problems, real problems for people in communities along the border and even in the sanctuary cities now that try to virtue signal and say, hey, if you're an illegal immigrant, come here and we won't deport you. But everybody, like New York's doing that now, and they're seeing the damage that it's causing. Like it's not that they're bad people, it's just that you can't take in millions and millions of people immediately like that. Nobody is prepared to deal with that. So we need to get control of the reins again and make sure that as a sovereign nation that we have control of the front door to our country. We can't just have an open door policy for everybody. That's too expensive, that's not practical, it's not reasonable, and we're seeing the effects of that. it's not a theory that that doesn't work. We're seeing the actual results of that policy now under Biden's open border for the last 4 years. And I think that that's pretty universally understood. So anyway, let me know what you guys thought of this clip of Donald Trump hanging out with his Vietnamese American supporters. If you like the video, please leave a like in the video and subscribe to the channel. Ring the notification bell so you get notified when we post brand new videos. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you guys next time.